Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the stream. Let's see if we're in. Awesome. So, guys, welcome back. Good start of the week here. Hope you guys are in kindred spirits as well. We're going to be starting out the day here by marking out this little regression channel here. We're going to switch it into regression mode and arm it in both directions. Obviously, these are only visual, by the way. So this is just to help you guys visualize what I'm seeing in regards to regression or trend selection. Looks like we haven't had a ton of movement before I started trading, so we'll see how it goes. If we close out of this bar, we're going to switch into trend. Closed out of it, switching it over to trend mode. These were so far back that they are not of relevance anymore. I don't know why they're still on the screen. Apparently, my streaming says that my internet isn't great. I hope that quality is still looking fine on your guys' end. Get filled into our first trade here, long fill, and we get filled on that very, very quickly, up to $500 on the day. Get a consecutive fill, again, this time long. We'll see how this one goes. We get moved up to our auto chase, and we get filled on that one pretty quickly as well. Our total profit on the day is up to 1,026. You can see there that we were just chilling out. We didn't think there was going to be any movement, and then we got kind of an explosive burst upward with 2 consecutive fills. That's what's nice about this. You don't have to be as mentally present. I mean, if I had just been watching there, that little lull in volatility would have been a little bit deceiving, and I probably wouldn't have been waiting to hop into a trade there. But fortunately, we got automatically put into that. Gets filled short here based off those 2 short imbalances. We get moved up to our auto chase or move down. And after about 30 seconds, we get filled on that one as well, bringing our total profit up to $1,500 on the day. As long as we maintain delta price correlation and we don't see any adjacent bars being formed besides this one, we're going to keep it in trend mode. But if we start to see some chop form, we'll need to consider that a new regression channel. You can see here that we closed red, but we're opening blue. We may consider this zone a support area. Sorry about that, guys. Still a little bit under the weather. So we did not get put into a new regression zone, so I'm glad we didn't switch into regression. We're still keeping it in trend. However, if we close red, we are going to see our first delta divergence here if we maintain positive delta. Really hope the stream quality is all right. Showing here that I have a big red box on OBS, so I'm not sure how that's going on your guys' end, but I apologize for any kind of delays from that. Also, guys, I have some exciting news. In regards to the machine learning update, we have trained it to the point where we can possibly implement an automated trend regression switch at some point in the future. This won't be included with the initial update at the end of the month, but I just want to let you guys know that this is something that's now feasible. I know you guys have been asking for that for a while now. One of the main issues that we were encountering before that is that it just wasn't doing it with the same quality that I would be doing a manual trend regression switch, and I just didn't want to sell you guys something like that. But now with machine learning, we think that we've been able to iterate it to be actually even better than my own decision making. So stay tuned for the future updates on that. It won't be included initially. That's still a very, very early stage development, but just want to let you guys know about that. Looks like here we get filled into a short trade. I want to make this very clear. If we got stopped out on that, we would have switched it into regression, as this would have confirmed a new channel zone right here, a regression channel. But as you can see, we're going to continue this downward movement here. There's no reason to consider any previous zones, especially if we're moving all the way down. So we're just going to keep it in trend mode as is until we see some kind of resistance. Kind of an area here where we're not getting any price movement. Market's been pretty slow, but we've fortunately been able to scalp some profit regardless. Haven't had a loss today yet. Starting to see our first sign of a reversal. I think that if we close upward here and we had negative delta, I think that's definitely going to confirm a regression mode switch. Pretty sharp downward move there. We may have falsely switched to regression there, but we'll see. Pretty slow Monday, to be honest. Usually Mondays after the weekend, of course, are pretty volatile, but not seeing that trend continue. I didn't look at pre-market or at market open today. I don't know if it was kind of explosive. That could be an explanation. Get filled here into a long regression trade. Obviously going to be around me. We are all the way up to our auto chase for our stop loss, and we get filled on that one quite quickly as we got entered. So that puts us up to $2,500 on the day. Gotten a lot of questions asking what I personally do with my stock portfolio compared to my futures one. And what I have to say about that is my stock portfolio is definitely geared to be long term. It's outside my area of expertise in the sense that I'm not as good at it as my futures trading, and I'm not going to try to be. And also, the tax disadvantages of actively trading stocks are much higher than they are for futures. So you don't get any penalty for trading futures actively. You actually have a 60-40 tax advantage where 60% of your profits are taxed as long-term capital gains, and then the other 40% is taxed as regular income. Here, I'll continue that in a second. We actually get filled into a regression short there, and then we win that trade pretty quickly. But anyway, I will hedge by using options, but I won't actively open and close actual stock positions. So that's kind of the extent of what I use. I like to hold long term, at least for over a year generally, just because the tax advantages aren't there on stock trading. You can see there we won a consecutive trade. Putting us up to $3,500 on the day. Today we actually haven't lost a trade yet, even though it's a little bit boring. We're not seeing a ton of explosive movement, but it's consistent enough to make a very strong profit. So guys, I'm sorry if my voice isn't super clear. I'm still recovering from my illness. It's not COVID, but it's been sticking with me for over 2 weeks now, so that's kind of unfortunate. I think that for future streams, I am gonna leave the Q&A open so I can at least answer some questions while you guys, or while nothing's happening in the market, just when there's downtime. I think that would help us with viewer engagement, and I think it would help you guys out a lot too. Next live stream will be on Wednesday, by the way, guys. And potentially Friday as well. Looks like we get filled into a short trade here, confirming this level. Pretty quickly, auto chase happens. And we get filled on that just as fast. I really do like this strategy of hyper scalping, where they're really, really fast-paced trades where you're in and out very quickly, and it really does take advantage of market microstructure moves. It's been really, really consistent for me, and hope it is for you guys too. Get filled here into a trade. The one was short, and then we get filled on that pretty quickly. Pretty stellar trading day, guys. Not a single loss so far. Definitely better compared to Friday, where we really struggled in the beginning, and it was kind of a fight all the way up to our profit target. It's always good to have days like these to remind you of mean regression, where statistically you will average out to your win rate over the course of a large number of trades, or the law of large numbers. Just gonna expand the screen a little bit for you guys. I always forget that it's a little bit smaller on YouTube than it is on my massive monitor. I have like a 40-inch monitor. Kind of a calm finish here. Hopefully we maintain this range so we don't have to do anything fancy. I'll give it another few minutes. Generally, when I'm this close to my goal, I don't like to go through long waiting periods without trades, but just so you guys know what I'm thinking regarding that. Yeah, we're really starting to see a slowdown in the market here. Wouldn't be surprised if we got filled right around here because we've seen consecutively bar over bar over bar that every time it reaches this range, there's usually some kind of short move. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, look at that. So we get put into a short trade there, and just gonna wait this one out. We might take our first loss of the day here, and it's probably going to be a big loss at that because we didn't get our auto chase. Oh, look at that. We get our auto chase shortly after that. All right, I'm actually really surprised that we won that trade. So that puts us up to 48.87. That is close enough to 5.